Okay, here we go. A new year, a new camera system. So I've been shooting with the XF605, Canon XF605 for quite a while. Love it, and we'll continue shooting with it. But you know, it's not great in low light, and it doesn't do well with depth of field. Amazing stabilization, amazing color, no screwing around with lens swaps. However, is time for something new, something to add to it. So an order has been placed with our friends at B&H, and here's the main event. That's right. The Canon EOS C80. A lot of people have already tested and reviewed this camera, so we'll see what else needs to be said, but I'm going to put it through its paces after I get it charged up with its new fat battery. Oh, I also got some media. Critical, obviously. Right? AV Pro SD V90 Mark II SD XC USHS 2 V90s, 300 megabits per second, times 2. And I had to get the mini XLRs, set of 2. And what else we got here? Oh boy, here we are. Let's set it all up. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yes. And here in this package, we have that's right. Needed some new lenses. Got some EF lenses from my C100 days. But the C80 is, of course, an RF lens, so the RF 28 to 70 f2L USM. This is a sick lens. Let's have a peek-see at that, shall we? Ooh, a lens bag. And yes, 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 here we go. Oh, not quite yet. It's the little sun hood, whatever the things are called. I don't remember. Oh, this thing is beefy and weighs a ton. Got some girth. It's like 20 pieces of glass in this damn thing. Dang, son, that's big. 95 millimeters. 95 millimeters. It's got a lock and an autofocus and manual focus switch. That's it, baby. Nice. That was an investment. Let's have a peek at the camera then, shall we? Yeah, we're just gonna park that back in here. That goes there, this goes here. Close enough for now. Oh, there we are, there we are, there we are. Okay, let's set these aside. Pull this bad boy front and center. So yeah, EOS C80, as everybody knows, triple base ISO. Really great low light from what I've seen in the tests. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come to Papa. There we are. First new camera I've bought in a number of years. Pretty frugal with the cameras. But sometimes you gotta splash out. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Looking good. Oh, I love that new camera look and feel. All the tactile surfaces. Oh, yes. Very pleasant. Very pleasant indeed. Why did I put that lens away so quickly? I'm going to break that lens back out, lickety split, and just pop it right on there, and we'll see what this looks like. I think it's going to be heavier than my XF605. That's one of the things I love about the XF. It's just light and easy to run around with. I feel like this lens alone weighs more than the XF. Probably not, but who knows? Okay, here we go. First lens mounting. Ooh, that nice solid click. There we have it. Lock. It's the zoom lock. Interesting. Oh, I think that's going to work. I used to shoot my C100 with a Zacuto Z-mount, excuse me, for those 3 points of contact. I think I'm going to get 3 points of contact off of this by, I've ordered a SAC camera support, which I think will be fun to use. This thing is kind of a beast, and you know, I don't know about the form factor here after being used to the XF. It is going to have a top handle. Let's see if we can find that top handle. I suspect that's buried in this box here. What do we got? What do we got? Maybe it's in here, huh? And we got a strap. And, oh, there's the top handle. What else is going on in here? That is the cage support, whatever you call it, for a mic. 2 screws for the mic support in there. Here's the top handle. Somewhat rinky-dink, I suppose, but it's going to be pretty close to the way I'm used to holding the XF. So let's crank that on there. Yep, that works pretty well. One thing I've been concerned about here is in-body stabilization, or lack thereof, or lens stabilization. But this has enough mass, I don't think we're going to get too many jitters. We'll see. We will see. Ooh, that is nice action. There's some nice detent clicks on the ISO there. Boy, that feels really good, huh? So smooth, so wonderful. Okay, whoops. Okay, I think we'll be back after I get the batteries charged, and we'll fire this thing up and see what it does. Until then. All right, we're rolling. Got the camera fired up and shooting at what I think is the correct codec, 4K. And I'm going to be just getting used to the controls and also just trying to figure out how stable this thing is without in-body stabilization, or I believe lens stabilization. There is a digital stabilization setting, which for the moment I have turned off. All right, here we go. Alright, I'm going to put on a little more ND here. We're now ND 4 stops, still at F9. Let's go 3 stops. Or rather, 6 stops. My apologies. Okay, I've got zebras on at 90%. Right now only the sky is blown. Everything else looks good. Autofocus. Wide. ISO is currently at 1600. F4, 6 stops. Still snowy out here. Hasn't been much melting here in Boston. This is the 2870 f2 lens. We're currently shooting at 28. I got zebras on that yellow building in the background, 90%. Zebras in the windows, not the sky. That looks dark, eh? Let's open it up to 2. Oh, see? That's F2. Oh, look at that. I'm liking the way that ashtray out of focus, kids, but when's it gonna pop? There, it pops. I don't have a focus zone set that I'm aware of. Maybe focus wide or just in the center of the frame. Focus speed setting is on, I think, 7, so that could be faster. Holding on to the top handle and the screen a little bit, trying to get those 2 points of coverage, 2 points of connection. And I'm supporting the camera underneath. Definitely not as easy to maneuver as my XF605, or maybe I'm just not used to it. Also, it seems like the iris needs to be controlled by the dial on top right of the camera, right by the record button. This lens has 3 rings, but the outer one doesn't seem to do anything, so I have to figure that out. Interesting that the focus here is locking on the headlight. It sees that as an eye. Kind of crazy. Turn the autofocus off. Now we're on manual focus. And then, boom, auto. Little rack focus type action, I think. 4 stops of ND, F5, base 400 ISO. Looks like the house and the tree in the far background is focused. Let's hit the sign. Let's try walking stabilization. I am holding onto the top handle and the screen for a little bit of stabilization. Walking in some clunky shoes though. Alright, we're at F22, 4 stops. Check some focus. Adjusting on this bike. It's a little hot maybe. Dark on this side. We're at F2. I guess I gotta really take some steps to figure out where the focus window is. Because I can't tell where it's focusing unless I see that red peaking, which I see at a distance now. Okay, we're indoors now. ND is off. F2 seems to be focused up there on the windows glass. That's how quickly the focus is adjusting. And the HISD is floating at 60, maybe peaking at 80%. At F2 again. I mean, that looks on screen great. Totally. I'm liking that depth right there. Glove in the background. That's F2. Nice. You can imagine being more stable. Okay, I had a focus marker set to whole area. Now it's set for small, just for the center, where this piece of electrical gear is. See how quickly it's adjusting. Pretty quickly. Okay. And this camera's heavy. You can't put it against your body the way you can with the XF. Not as good for running and gunning, I would say.